complete this part of the chapter. Okay. Now today is the 9th day of myself doing the revision for semester 1. Okay. Today is a Tuesday. Now look at the question. The first one. The electrolyte used for electroplating an article with silver. You all know the answer.
Sodium argentocyanide
Sodium
solution.
argentocyanide.
Argentocyanide solution. Okay. Then question number 2. Identify the correct options. When copper, incorrect options, correct. Identify the incorrect options. Copper atom becomes copper ion. It is oxidation. Okay. Iron 3 becomes iron 2. Is it oxidation? Iron 3 becomes iron 3. Iron 3 becomes iron 2.
No, sir.
It is reduction. So this is incorrect.
No, sir.
And chloride ion becomes chlorine atom. This is also not reduction. So answer is both B and C are incorrect. Both B and C are what? Incorrect. Because B is reduction, C is oxidation. Then yes.
So can you explain it again?
Yeah. Let me explain this, okay? Let me explain this. Okay. Now see. Look at this. Iron 3, it is becoming iron 2. Okay. And chloride ion, it is becoming chlorine atom. Okay. Now look at this one. First one. Iron 3, when does iron 3, how will you convert iron 3 to iron 2? Will you give electrons or take electrons?
By giving one electron.
Yes, if you give one electron,
Give electron.
then isn't that reduction? Isn't that reduction? But in the option, what is given? In the option, it is given what? Oxidation, no? So that is wrong, no? Is that wrong?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if you look at the other one, the second one, the third option, chloride ion. How will you convert chloride ion to chlorine atom? By removing the
taking out
electron. Yeah. So loss of electron. So that loss of electron is what? It is oxidation. So in that question which you have seen, both option B and C are what? Wrong. No, they are incorrect. B is also incorrect, C is also incorrect. So your answer is option D is correct. Option D is correct. Okay. So that is done with number 2. Let us move to the next one, number 3. The aqueous solution of one of the following compounds which contains both ions and molecules is. Which contains both ions and molecules. Answer is given. Option D, acetic acid. Why it is acetic acid? Because acetic acid is a weak electrolyte.
Weak acid.
Yes. It is a weak acid. It is a weak electrolyte. Okay, that is number 3. Then,
Acetic acid.
yes. Then number 4. Look at number 4. What is reduction? Reduction is defined as a process which involves, reduction means what?
Removal of oxygen.
Gain of electrons.
Gain of electrons or removal of oxygen or addition of hydrogen. So all of these are what? Yeah, reduction. And number 5. Look at number 5.
Aqueous solution of nickel sulfate.
In aqueous solution of nickel sulfate contains nickel and sulfate ion or sulfate ions.
Option B.
Which moves towards the cathode. Cations go to the cathode, no? So which is the cation over here?
Option D.
Huh?
Option D.
Yeah,
Option D.
option
Option B.
Option B, cation. Only the cation will go to the cathode. No. Remember this
So
mnemonics. Cations go to the cathode, anions go to the anode. Okay, that is what you have to remember. Number 6. Which of the following are not the conditions to be maintained during electrolysis? Not the conditions, okay? The article to be deposited is always made the cathode in electrolysis. Since the metal is deposited at the cathode, this is true, not this one. Okay, the next option. The metal to be plated on the article is always made the anode. This is also true. Okay, number C. The electrolyte solution must contain the metal ions like silver, gold, nickel, since these ions travel towards the cathode and get deposited on the metal placed at the cathode. This is also correct. Both direct and indirect current. This is wrong. So answer is option D. We have to use only direct current for the process of electroplating. Okay?
Direct current, less power.
Not less power, low current. Direct current, low current for a longer period of time. Small current or low current. Okay. Number 7. A strip of copper is placed in 4 different colorless salt solutions. Okay. Which of the solutions will finally turn blue?
KNO3.
No. A strip of copper metal is placed in different colorless solutions, salt solutions. Among these 3, potassium nitrate or silver nitrate or zinc nitrate, which one of these will turn blue? Which one of these will turn blue?
EgNO3.
Answer is AgNO3. But why it is AgNO3? Why? Why? Tell me. What are the first option given?
Copper will react with nitrogen, no? So copper will react with
oxygen.
Copper will react with oxygen to give that
zinc nitrate solution.
Blue color.
Another one is what?
Potassium
nitrate solution. Another one is silver nitrate solution.
None of these.
Now we are placing a copper strip in these solutions. So this copper metal, it can replace which metallic ion? Can it replace silver or potassium or zinc?
It can replace silver because
it can replace silver.
Copper is.
Yes, it can replace silver. So what is the activity series? You know the electrochemical series, no? KCA, NaMgAl, FePb, HCu, Hg, Ag, Au, Pt. Isn't it? So this copper, it is possible by copper to replace silver, and the solution becomes what? Copper nitrate solution, no? So copper nitrate solutions are what? Blue in color. Copper nitrate solutions are what? They are blue in color. Okay. Next one. Moving to the next one. Number 8. The metallic electrode which does not take part in an electrolytic reaction. The metallic electrode which does not take part in an electrolytic reaction. Which one?
Platinum.
Platinum. It is an inert electrode. Platinum is an inert electrode. Correct answer. Okay, that is number 8. Number 9. The ion which is discharged at the anode during the electrolysis of copper sulfate solution using copper electrodes as anode and cathode. So which ion is getting discharged at the anode during the electrolysis of copper sulfate using copper electrodes? Remember, copper electrodes are active electrodes, isn't it? So which ion will discharge? Don't look at the answer, but try to think, why is that correct? During the electrolysis of aqueous copper sulfate solution using copper electrodes, which ion gets discharged at the anode?
So it's not written aqueous or whatever.
Aqueous only.
So it's aqueous.
Yes, of course. Yes.
No one is discharged.
No one is discharged. Not possible. Option C is incorrect. That is not the correct answer. Yes. There is no discharge of any ions because copper is an active electrode. Rather at the anode, what will happen? The copper metal, no, the copper metal from the anode, it will lose electrons and form ions and go to the cathode. So here, this option is incorrect. This option is not correct. You cannot write this option. It is wrong. Okay, it has been wrongly explained over here. That is number 9. Then number 10. During silver plating of an article using potassium argentocyanide as an electrolyte, the anode material should be what? Anode should be made of what?
Platinum.
No. Silver plating. I'm talking about silver plating.
Oh, AgCl.
Silver.
Ag, sorry. Ag.
Yes, AG. Answer is this is correct. Option B is correct. Okay. Option B is correct. It should be a thick block of pure silver metal. It should be a thick block of pure silver metal. Have you all reached Kalimpong? Those who are outside the town. Yes, Dakshis. Have you reached Kalimpong? Today Dakshis
Oh,
is not
sir,
there.
I have not reached.
Dakshis, where are you right now? You're in the hostel already.
Yes, hostel.
Oh, you have reached
Saint
hostel.
Venus.
Hostel.
Venus.
Sir, I have not reached Kalimpong.
Who is this? Binayak. Binayak Patel. Was it Binayak Patel?
No, sir, Uncle.
Sankalpa, where are you? Sankalpa, Sikkim.
Sir, I'm in Kalidora, sir.
In Kalijoda. Okay. Kalijoda is not far away. If you start walking at 3 o'clock, you'll reach at 6 o'clock. Kalimpong. Okay,
Sir.
Sankalp. Okay.
Sir.
Or if you give me a call, then I'll come and collect you and take you to Kalimpong.
No, sir. I will come on 27th.
27th.
I'll come on 27th.
27th you'll come to collect your admit cards. Okay.
God may
On
close it.
26th, I will come.
Okay, good. But if you want help, then you give me a call, then I'll come and collect you from Kalijoda. No? Okay.
Small kid.
Understood. Okay, good. Very good. Sankalpa is a good boy, handsome boy. I'm really missing the serious face of Sankalpa. Okay, that was number
Handsome
10.
monk.
A handsome honk. Number 11. Ions discharged in electrolysis depends on which factor? Ions discharged in electrolysis depends on which factor? They depend on relative position of ions in the electrochemical series. That means relative electrode discharge. Not potential, they depend on relative electrode charge. Option is C. Okay. That is relative position of ions, relative concentration of ions, the nature of the electrode. So that we can call one word is there. That is relative electrode discharge. This is one group of words which can be used to define these three factors over here. Okay.
So what do you mean by relative electrode potential then?
Electrode potential means there is a value for all the metallic ions which are there in the electrochemical series. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Lower the electrode potential, okay, more is its capability to discharge. Okay, so that is a concept from class 11. Okay, but here in class 10 we will try to understand the factors only, the relative electrode discharge, like potential. Potential difference in physics, no? We have got
Yes, sir.
4.5 volts. So here also in chemistry we also have all the electrode potentials comparison to hydrogen. Hydrogen, the electrode potential value is taken as 0.00 volts. So with reference to hydrogen, if there is an estimation of the electrode potential of all the metallic ions and all the negative ions, then it is called relative electrode potential. Okay. Okay. That was number 11. Now we move to number 12. Which of these is not an application of electrolysis? Rust removal, option A. Electroplating, option B. Not an application. Making leather, making leather. That is not an application. Manufacture of bleach is also an application. Okay. So answer is C. Making leather.
C.
This is uses of what you call electrolysis. Okay. Then number 13. Try to put the answer in your mind. Okay. Put it today itself because this might be important for you all. Then question number 13. Which metal is used in electroplating cans to store food? You know, you buy packaged food, no? Packaged meat, packaged, what do you call, pickles and all. There are so many other packaged.
Sausage.
So which metal? It is packed in which containers? Containers made of which metal? Answer is tin metal. Have you heard of tin? Tin. It is made of what?
Yes,
Tin
sir.
metal. Yeah, option is tin.
Tin.
Tin metal. Okay, remember
Yes,
that. It is tin metal. The reason is given correctly over here. Tin is a non-reactive metal. If food is stored in an iron container, it might react with iron and get spoiled. Hence, tin is electroplated on iron to make cans used for storing food. Okay, so these are some rare important questions. Please remember, okay? Put that in your mind today only. I'll be doing one more round revision after this chapter from the next class, or maybe if there is time permitting today, I will again go to the first chapter and revise all these questions. Okay. Question number 14. Question number 14. Look at the question. The metal whose oxide, which is amphoteric. Now, what is the meaning of amphoteric oxide? Tell me. What is the meaning of an amphoteric oxide? Anybody?
Which absorb moisture.
No.
Both has.
Amphoteric. Amphoteric
It acts both has.
acts both as what?
Both metal and non-metal.
Not metal and non-metal.
Acids and base.
Yes, it shows properties of both acids and bases. Amphoteric oxide means it shows properties of both acid and base. Put this in your mind. You are in class 10. If the students of other schools find out that class 10 students of SAS don't know what is the meaning of amphoteric, then they will hold their stomach and laugh like a monkey, you know. They will all, they will start rolling on the floor and they'll laugh very badly, saying that SS boys don't know the meaning of amphoteric. Okay, this is a very important word. Historically, I'm saying. Amphoteric means, and anything which is amphoteric means it can behave both like an acid as well as a base. If you react an amphoteric oxide with an acid, it will produce salt and water. If you react an amphoteric oxide with a base, it will again produce salt and water. That is the special characteristics of this word amphoteric over here. Now here the question says the metal whose oxide, which is amphoteric, is reduced to metal by carbon reduction. Which can reduce which iron oxide or magnesium oxide or lead oxide or aluminum oxide. Please note that both lead and aluminum, they are amphoteric. Oxides of lead and aluminum are amphoteric, but only lead monoxide, only lead oxide can be reduced by using carbon, as a reducing agent. So option is C. So remember this. Remember that both lead oxide and aluminum oxide are amphoteric in nature. Okay, but only lead oxides of lead can be reduced by carbon. Oxide of aluminum cannot be reduced by carbon. Okay, That is the difference. Then question number 15. Question number 15. Have a look at question number 15. Electrolysis of aqueous sodium chloride solution. If you pass electricity through direct current electricity through aqueous sodium chloride solution, it will form what? It will form at the cathode. Sodium chloride. Aqueous sodium chloride means dilute solution of sodium chloride.
Sodium ion.
No, not so. This
No,
one, not the
sodium metal, I think.
No.
Sodium metal.
Because sodium ions are placed higher in the electrochemical series. They will not discharge at the cathode. Let me explain this.
Hydrogen.
Okay, so in the
Look at this. Look at the
electrochemical
diagram.
series.
Look at the diagram. If you take aqueous sodium chloride solution, okay. Now when I say aqueous sodium chloride solution, okay. Now there is a switch, then there is a key, okay. Battery over there. The electrodes are here, okay. This is positive, over here positive. This is negative, so over here negative. The negative electrode, it is called what? It is called cathode. The positive electrode is called anode. Okay. Now, this solution, this aqueous sodium chloride solution contains the following ions. Sodium chloride will give us sodium and chloride ions, and then it has been made a solution by using water. So water is also there. So water is going to provide us with hydrogen and hydroxyl ions. Okay. Now, if you compare the position of sodium and hydrogen ions in the electrochemical series, the position of hydrogen is lower, no? So between sodium ion and hydrogen ion, which one will discharge at the cathode? Which one will discharge? Tell me. The one which is lower is which one? Hydrogen. So at the cathode, definitely hydrogen gas should be formed. Okay. So what should be answer for that? What should be answer? The answer should be option.
Hydrogen gas.
Yeah, it should be hydrogen gas. Option A. It should be option A, not sodium metal, because sodium ions, they are placed above hydrogen in the activity series, in the electrochemical series. Okay. Now this was the MCQs. Now there are another type of question, possible questions in the semester 1 examination, famous type, which is called assertion and reasoning. A sentence is given and the reason for the sentence is given. Such questions are called assertion type based questions, and this also can be put in the form of multiple choice questions in your semester 1. Okay, so now let us have a look very carefully. Now directions are given first. Directions. In the following questions, my dear boys, a statement of assertion. A. Any statement, it is given, it is called an assertion. And that assertion is followed by a statement of reason, that is called reason R. So mark the correct choice as both A and R are true, or R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. So these questions need lot of reasoning, proper concept, proper understanding of the basic things of the chapter. Then only you will be able to make this assertion and reasoning type multiple choice questions correct in the examination. Okay, so with this, we move to the first question under the heading assertion and reasoning multiple choice questions. Question number 1, have a look. The statement is given, inert gases do not form ions. Okay, now inert gases do not form ions. Although copper is a good electrolyte, good conductor of electricity, it is a non-electrolyte because it is a metal. So are these two statements related to each other in any form?
No, sir.
Yes. So here they have given the answer. Option B is correct. B means both A and R are true. Both A is also true in its own form, in its own place. R is also true for copper. But but the reason is not the correct explanation of A. Did you understand? This is how they ask assertion based question. Today's class is mainly for explaining you.
Sir, didn't understand.
Today's class is mainly for explaining you assertion based question. Now see, I'll explain this once more. Assertion A. The statement is given, inert gases do not form ions. Is this true or not? Tell me. Is this true or not? So you have to select your options from A, B, C or D. This is true. Assertion A is true for noble gases. And reason R. Although copper is a good conductor of current, it is a non-electrolyte. This is also true. A is true, R is true. But this A and R are not related to each other in any sense. Okay. That is why we cannot say both A and R are true and R is the correct reason. That is wrong. Option A is not correct. But if you look at option B, both A and R are true, but R, the reason which they have given, R is not the correct explanation of A. So our answer becomes B. Answer is not C also. A is true, but R is false. R cannot be false. A is false, but R is true. A cannot be false. R is true. That is correct. Okay, so this question, for this question number 1 over here on the assertion type, the option is B. Both the assertion and the reasoning are true, but the reasoning is not the correct explanation for the assertion. Am I clear now? Am I clear now?
Sir.
Yes. So come to question number 2 now. You will get assertion based question in all the chapters. Okay, so this is the only concern where students, if you are not careful, you can make mistakes. Okay, please mute yourselves. Please mute yourselves, boys. I can hear a lot of background noise. Please mute yourselves. Okay, that's fine. Question number 2. Now look at question number 2. Assertion A. The statement is given. Anions migrate to the anode during electrolysis. That is true. Correct. Anions, they will go to the anode during electrolysis. Now let us look at the reason. Anions donate or lose electrons to the anode. Anox. Anode oxidation means it loses electrons and get oxidized to neutral atoms. Okay. So do you think this A and R are related to each other in any respect? Do you think?
Yes, sir.
Yes, they are related. It is true that anions migrate to the anode. That is true. And reason is also more or less true. See, anions, anions are carrying negative charge. Of course, they will lose electrons to whom? To the anode, where oxidation process is happening. And the anions get oxidized to neutral atoms. So this A and R, both are true. And then option A is given correct. And option A is saying both A and R are true. And R, the reason is the correct explanation of A. And reason is the correct explanation of A. So for question number 2, option A is correct. Explanation is given over here. The electrode connected to the positive terminal of the battery, it is called anode. Very true. During electrolysis, anode acquires a positive charge, and hence electrons in a solution migrate to the anode. The anions donate excess electrons to the anode and are oxidized to neutral atoms. Very correct. It is an oxidizing electrode. So that's why I told you during the physical classes, during one of the online classes, I have told you that anox, remember anox. At the anode, there is oxidation. Oxidation means loss of electrons. So here, oxidation is taking place at anode. Thus, both statements are correct and reason is also correct for the given statement. So in this type of question, the first statement is called an assertion and the second statement is called the reasoning. Okay, the first question is called the assertion and the second statement is called the reasoning. So we have to relate them. The assertion might be correct, the reason might be correct, but the reason might not be the correct reason for the assertion. So this is one special type of questions which I would like to discuss in the forthcoming classes, maybe from tomorrow. I've got Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. 3 more days, and in these 3 more days, I will select specific questions of this type from all the chapters, remaining 5 chapters, and discuss with you all. So, but for the moment, let us try to complete whatever questions are left from this chapter. Question number 3, assertion A. The substance which doesn't conduct electric current are called non-conductors or insulators. Okay, fine. Reason: the substance which conduct electric current when present in one form or the others are called conductors. Okay. Now over here the assertion is saying the substance which don't conduct electric current. That is correct. They are non-conductors or insulators. That is true. That means assertion A is true. Reasoning, whether this reasoning is related to A or not, let us find out first. The substance which conduct electric current when present in one form, that one form can be aqueous form or molten form, or the others are called conductor. That is also true. But do you think these two are related to each other? R cannot
No,
be the reason.
sir.
They are not related. R cannot be the reason for the assertion over here. So that's why option B, they have selected option B. Both A and R are true. Both A and R are true to themselves. But the reasoning is not the correct explanation for the assertion in question number 3. Okay, so this is how you have to try to select questions, select the correct options for the assertion based questions. Okay, now look at number 4. Question number 4, assertion reasoning type. Assertion A is given: ionic or electrovalent compounds, correct, do not conduct electricity in the solid state. 100% correct. I agree with this. Okay, but reason: ionic compounds dissociate only in liquids. Okay, now they can relate it. They do not conduct electricity in the solid state because in the solid state the ions are closely packed. They cannot move. They have no mobility. So A and R are related to each other. This R over here, it is the correct reasoning for A. That's why they have chosen option A is correct, and option A you can see both A and R are true, and R is the correct reasoning for A. R is the correct explanation for A. So that is question number 4. Okay. Now we move to the next question. So if you want to get a good hold of this chapter, you must watch this video, because now I will read the questions only. I will not discuss the answers for the remaining question because I don't have much time. It is only 2 minutes more left. Question number 5, assertion. The process of extraction of metals from their fused or molten ores by the use of electrolysis, electric current is called electrometallurgy. Okay, fine. Anode diminishes in mass. They are not related to each other. Okay, so option B. A is true, R is also true, but R is not the reason for A. So option B. Okay, we move to the next one. Question number 6 now. Assertion A, the statement A. The article to be electroplated is always placed at the cathode. The article to be electroplated is always placed where? At the cathode. Now, do you think this is correct? The article which needs to be electroplated, correct.
Yes, it's correct.
Correct. Now reason, let us see reason. During electrolytic reaction, the metal is always deposited at the cathode by gain of electrons. Correct. So
Yes, sir.
A is also true, R is also true, and R is the correct reason for A. So option A they have taken. Are you getting it? So these questions are called assertion reasoning type multiple choice questions. So this is one possibility I expect. Towards the end of the chemistry question paper, you will get such questions. Okay, mark my words and prepare accordingly. Now, question number 7, assertion A. The process of depositing a superior metal over a base metal, it is called electroplating by the use of direct electric current. Reason: it is used, now electroplating, it is used to make the article look attractive as well as to protect from corrosion or rusting. Here option B is given as correct. It's correct. Both A and R are true in their own place, but R is not the correct explanation for A. So that's why option B is correct. Okay. Then question number 8, assertion A. The substance which do not conduct electric current in the molten or dissolved state are called non-electrolytes. Now, flow velocity is due to the movement of electrons. This is option C. A is also A and B, A and R. Option C they have given correct. Now, we have to find what is option C over here from the previous page. A is true, but R is false. That's true. A is true, but R is false. A is true, but R is false. Flow velocity is not only due to the movement of electrons, it is due to the movement of ions in the case of electrovalent ionic compounds. Okay, so with this, I would like to end my class here only. But remaining questions, to get the remaining questions, you must watch this video. Question number 9, the recorded video which I'll send in the WhatsApp or in the school's website. Question number 9 is on the screen. Okay. And then question number 10 is also on the screen. Okay, it is here. Question number 10 is on the screen. Reasoning is there. The explanation is also there. Okay. It is kept for a few seconds. So that much will be sufficient for you to catch the question. And then finally, there are some case-based questions also. There are some case-based questions which is according to ICC Specimen Paper 2020. So you can go through these questions also carefully. Okay. See, question number 1 is here. Question number 2 is here. Answers are given, but try to read these questions also and follow the answers correctly and try to figure out why the given options are correct. Reasoning also try to get it. And then page number 7, next page, question number 3 is there, passing electric current. Question number 4 is there. Okay, which ion has the highest ease of oxidation? So that you get it from the electrochemical series. Question number 5 also is there. I've kept it for a few seconds on your screen. Okay, this is being recorded, so you can easily pause the video and watch it several times and get the correct reasoning. Okay, then subpart 2 is there. Some case-based questions over here for subpart 2. Okay, and then there are question number 1 in the refining of copper. Okay, here this is ICC 2019. Okay, then question number 2 is there. Okay, then question number 3 is there in the molten lead bromide crisis case ion dissociated R. So here option A is correct. Then question number 4 is there, when aqueous solution of sodium chloride is electrolyzed, what happens? So option C is correct. Sodium is deposited at the cathode. Okay, so that way you can go through all these questions on your own and figure out whether the given option is correct or not. Okay, so with this I would like to end my class here only. Okay, and just hold on because I will first record your attendance, then only you may leave the class. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, attendance is
Thank you, sir,
downloaded.
for the class.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir. Have a nice day.